All right. And we don't look too bright still, but we good to go. All right. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up. Shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers, the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the Brother Troy Stars Trucking Vlogs on YouTube. Thank you for supporting Troy's channel, those of you who do. And for those of you who have not, head over to the Brother channel and hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, right? Unless you demonstrate your unwillingness to help to uplift. You know, I was listening to a Bugle song yesterday, and the song said there's a whole, it's like a movie I keep because there's a whole lot of actors going on. You know, everybody have big speech about how we're going to change things and make things better. And they're all a part of the speech. But when it comes time to do, they might do the total opposite behind the scenes. So when people say go hit the subscribe button, it don't cost you nothing. If you can show me one bill that came to your house because you hit subscribe on a channel, then I will talk to you about that. All right? Or you're just rascal a part of the problem and refuse to accept that you're a part of the issues and you are one of the pretenders. See? It's 2022, man. We're not holding back and we're not having no excuses for no grown ass people. Grown people know what time it is. You either supporting or you not supporting, right? And if we call you out, don't get mad. Just know say you are one of them there. All right. Big up on yourself this morning, people. I'm on a whole nother thing. So, shout out to my people tuning in this morning. Big up on yourself. Listen up. We have a couple of things to talk about this morning. It's going to get very festive in here. I know you've already been through 1,000 vlog channels probably that followed certain aspects of this thing, but not like how me do it yourself. So, our first topic this morning, Spice set lady saw straight. Minister Marianne Hall is who she set straight rather, but me think the lady saw did come out and get her beaten. Anyhow, Spice sets lady saw straight. What was your take on that? If you watch the entire Spice live. If you didn't watch the live, then you probably don't have no reason to comment. Here's another thing though. There's more to this because Jada Kingdom has now stepped into the room and given her piece of what she wanted to say. But bigger than that, as Lady Saw was preaching, she dragged Patra in. And remember Patra? Murder me rot, I mean not take back that chat. Shuffle did let me and the queen in the park. That the Patra, if you did follow dancehall from way back when till now, all right. I'm on a romantic call. I'm talking to my baby from down on me yard. Patra, boy, should do Patra away. And I'm thinking this is really not, it's really starting to like manifest not Christ-like behavior kind of thing. But we're going to talk about that. See, Shensia has answered. Shensia says she not answer no artist. Nobody should not in them mix up them can go on with it. Lady Saw claimed she was doing a song. She's going to do a song with Shensia. Turns out Shensia knows nothing about that. So we're going to talk about all that. But what she said about Patra was pretty stinging and pretty unbecoming of somebody who calls themselves Minister Marianne Hall. You know, she have our church people that are going to follow her. And let me tell you about church people, because of them raised me. They're never wrong. All they have to do is do a whole bunch of bullshit and then put Jesus behind it and them good. Right? All right. Robot taxi. I have a video here that I took from Don Mafia. Don Mafia, big up yourself, my brother. I have a video here I took from Don Mafia. This robot taxi driver, for those of you who don't know what robot taxi is a taxi that is operating outside what government has permitted. So him not have no permits. He doesn't have any right to be on the road operating as a taxi vehicle, right? And police decides that they're going to stop him and look in the vehicle, see if he is carrying passengers and collecting money, breaking the law, etc. And he takes off. Start drive, mad like madness on some little tiny tweeny road. The people them in the car a ball. Then driver let me out. No, you can't outrun them, you know. Them a come still, you know. Them a go catch you, you know. At the end of the chase, a lady get out of the car and kneel down and I pray and I cry. and there was an irate policeman. And you will see the reason I always say big up the good squad of them, because they are out there. And if it wasn't for them, dog nyam what's up? Y'all seen Jamaica's new murder rate? People don't care. They don't care. So we're gonna look at that video. I have the clip right here. Riri is pregnant, which is Rihanna. We're only gonna talk about that for like 5-10 minutes. You know, she just got knighted as a national hero in Barbados. And I learned through that process that her people are not even from Barbados. They were immigrants in Barbados. They're actually from Guyana, so, Guyanese. See, she come from Guyanese parents. That's what it said in the article. Anyways, she come from Guyanese parents, and in an article where she was talking about immigration, she said it was the same way in Barbados. You know, ICE. You know how we have ICE in the US? Kick off your door. Anybody in here illegal, take you to detention, deport you. They were doing that in Barbados as well. And she said, as an immigrant to Barbados, she felt and she knows firsthand that kind of stuff. But she well pregnant and things. So we're going to talk a little bit about Riri. She's not only a national hero, she is a fashion icon. She's a sex symbol. She is a, how should we say it now, a wildly successful pop icon, musician. She is also an entrepreneur and businesswoman, and her net worth is staggering as of this year. And them kind of thing that who she breed for, what we think about that. Some people say them not like him for her, all that. 5-10 minutes on that. Nationwide News has now released yesterday that all sovereignty talks are off the table. We said earlier that there has to be some recourse to this. What is Chief Curry and the Maroons going to do at this point? How do we move forward, right? Andrew, come out and say, as I'm watching my screen, I am stuck. Andrew came out and said, the right honorable, let me address him properly. Because I don't want nobody drip me up when me go Jamaica talk, but hey boy, how you call Andrew? You know here, right honorable. So let me address him properly. The Right Honorable Andrew Holness has now said that in no talking with nobody about no sovereignty, nothing. Don't no conversation. He is not up for any conversation or anything like that with anybody that is in Jamaica, is what the whole thing said. So we're gonna get into all that this morning. In the meantime, you decide where we start while I go to the top and shout out some people. Big up on yourself. All right. So Asaren Odetta, thank you for being the first one here this morning. All right. Elevate Entertainment's in the building. Jet Shelley, good morning. Darren Brannon 305, good morning, fam. Darling Walter Riley is here. Mystic Lion is in the building. Lovely Anika is here. Craig Bailey, big up yourself and thank you for being here. Great Goodies is here. Caribbean Queen is in the building. Teresa Lewis is here. Shelly Belly there. Chessa K. Hutchinson is here. Shelly Belly, big up yourself. Mr. Article Dan is in the building. VB721 is in the building. Andrea Humphrey is here. Keegan's Kitchen is in the building this morning. Leslie Harvey, Fallon Carrington says happy and pleasant good morning to you and your house with Thanksgiving, manners and respect, family. And Rika Lou is in the building. Ernest Stadhart is here. 3 more names. Nadia Douglas is here. Donya Casada is here. Shaq Q is here. Oh God, not big up Lady Marlena. Lady Marlena is in the building. Lisa Watkins and Wayne Nathan is here. And Christopher Vibes from Daya Shiona Stanley, Dre Bell, and Shadane Brown. Big up on yourself and thank you for being here. Who for name we never call is because you didn't reach early enough or because I just didn't get to your name. But I still appreciate you being here. This show goes until 8:30 sharp. 8:30 will stop on the dot, right? So anything you know have to say. Mint is in my cup this morning and that's it. I am getting off the ganja. Somebody said, SouFLo, I am so happy when I've been following you for years. And when you pick up that ganja smoking thing, I thought to myself, Jesus Christ, that's the only thing I don't like about him now. So hopefully he can stop it. So when you announced that you were following Mr. Lex and said smoking is not for you, then I'm right along with you. And I was so happy to hear you make that decision. Well, here we are. I'm gone from smoking to chewing. So I'm gonna start nyam my ganja now. All right. I've been following Muta Baruka for years and other healthy elderly Rastafarian men who don't smoke at all. So this perception and idea that you have to burn ganja and all these things is not quite how some people have it. They're more like your body is not made to house smoke. So why are you pumping it in there? But me know them something that from morning, I know nothing new. See, I was just coming off for pharmaceuticals for certain issues, and I transitioned onto the herbs. But I'm gonna start use it like how my grandparents use it. See, and I'm gonna start to use it like how the elders used it. So it can be used for seasoning, it can be used for balms, and it can be used for ointments. It can also be used in your food as cook it and consume it, just like callaloo and all these other things. And them something that so we're on a healthier path. I'm feeling really good. I'm already feeling slimmed and trimmed down. I'm not even starting away yet. It's been 2 weeks that I've been hitting the gym. I've been working on my arms. I'm feeling good about myself. I know my big belly look like it. I go down and all these things. Whoever want to come on this fitness journey with us, please do so. 16 more days from now, on the 16th of each month, we will do a whole strip down and show the progress, and that will go all the way until June, summertime. Boom, we're outside. Tear off the clothes like Hulk, and then, and then something there. One more thing before we get started now. Somebody said yesterday, SouFlo, and the comment is still under the video I posted yesterday about the brother from where them catch that was running away for murder, and he altered his identity. Big up my Guyanese family. He altered his identity, bleach out him skin quick, put on a wig, put on makeup and lipstick and a dress and everything. Full woman transfer. And police catch him anyway. Under that video, there's a big piece of comment. Look like about 6-8 sentences or so. The sum of it was this. SouFlo, I've been a subscriber. I've been following you for a very long time. So don't get me wrong when I say this. Your family is holding you back. Sip tea. Your family is holding you back. I saw the person tell me, so my family is holding me back because when they weren't there, we got constant content. When they weren't there, when they left, or when they're not around, we get constant content that is quality content. This way I post, yeah, so I already know that this is just a filler. And nowadays you just post bare fillers. You don't post no true content. And I said to wifey, I said, babe, I don't think them people here understand. Even if you see my topic posted that you think is frivolous, just go on to something that's not so frivolous. I literally have thousands of videos, and I'm sure you haven't watched all of them. However, no content that I post is frivolous. For somebody who claimed to be a subscriber on all this, the man said my family are holding me back. And that is the reason why he's not getting married to nobody, because I don't want nobody holding him back in a life and all that. I'm going to tell you, I'm a man that juggles many hats, okay? You see SouFlo on YouTube and you think this is my whole life, and it's not. This is probably about, I would say 5%, 10% of my life. There's still a 90% of me that you have no access to and no idea how that runs. See? All right. So the joy that my children bring to me, the joy of having a woman, I mean, even though I come with all the struggles and everything, because I don't know woman tan already, but the joy of being in love, the joy of raising a family, the joy of, like, YouTube can't equal all that, fam. The man said you should have had 1 million subscribers long time ago, but because you caught up with this, now I see where it's coming from, because they called me a babysitter vlogger just a few days ago. And I told the person, I said, I'll take that. If you want to call me a babysitter vlogger, I'll take that. Because I'm leading by example. And I want my brothers to look at me and say, damn, man, I have no excuse. I see the man pan alive and I see him jump up and make him son a bottle and tuck in him son and adjust his screen on his iPad for him, put him on him learning channel, quiet him down in him little play area, come back to the live and all this. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what take some of them brother here, or nowadays people who feel like people are afraid to be real. afraid to live in real time and be honest and just raw real. People me not use no makeup. Me not do nothing over here fake and funny. Me not get no haircut for the whole of 2022 yet. You know why? Because I look very different when I get a haircut. And me not do my whole reveal yet. So for my next reveal, me want to look very different. So me just grow out the beard and the hair and all that. I'm not over here doing no fake nothing, man. We live in real life, in real time, and we be an honest people. All right. I put a lot of time and a lot of effort into every piece of thing that I post because I have pride in what I do. See, anything else I post, I'm gonna do my research. Let me give you an example. Yesterday, when the news broke in Jamaica about the youth from Guyana that got caught for the murder of his stepson, they in Jamaica they only put up the picture of him in makeup, and then when the police tell him to take off the wig so them can see is him. That's it. I took it upon myself to go over to Guyana News and search through them blogs and vlogs and news and everything and find the youth real picture, what him really looked like before he did the bleach out thing and disappear and all these things, right? And then I'm the only one that has it up there with his real picture. You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna snatch that real picture from mine and then put it on for them and say them do the work. But we don't do simple stuff over here. We do the work. We do the work, right? The support is always appreciated and all that. Anyway, move on from that. Come real people them know, and this is what we want. We want an audience of genuine supporters, not fly-by-night people, because they come and they go and they come back again and them leave again for whatever reason and them come back again and them can't get enough and them leave again. We have people who stay, and are them people that we're here to honor. So with that said, let's look at this video real quick, right? This is the robot taxi, and this is the brother who I run the robot taxi. I want you to see the compassion in this officer's face and his demeanor. All right, because enough people have it to say that them not really the whole of them bad, you know, and them not really care about we like that all that. I mean, I try telling us that if it wasn't for some of them officer here, dog name what's up here. All right, so we take the bad with the good and we move on. I don't know why the numbers keep jumping and looking funny on the screen. All right, so here we go. All right, watch enough. Watch this. Don't watch no face so flow. Gabo, manners and respect, fam. I don't like the words that I can't pronounce, you know, it kind of plays with my intelligence. So, Gabo Piquant. Gabo Piquant. Big up yourself. Here we go. I want a piece of road the man I drive on it up. And I fly it up. With a car full of people. Watch what happens next. Yeah. A gunshot busting up. Baby in there. Watch a police officer here.
How much are we nearly kill off, man?
Yeah.
People like me, I cannot be there for you. Hey, man, you know what's care, man, the Christian? People like me, I care. How much are we? Listen.
You didn't need anything else. What's wrong, Shanshia? You didn't need any.
The one that get me uptight. So shout out to the people them who are saying them people and do nothing. And the police. I always tell people that Jamaica police get basket to carry water in. So I understand the work. So big up to them. If you never drive Pandem Road there before, then you don't know. Me just come back from driving Pandem Road there. Let me tell you something. Some of them road they have some precipice that drop off, right? If your car roll over there, it's sure death. And this is not like America or other countries where they build up guardrails and build up big wall so you can't go over there. There's nothing there to stop your vehicle but bush. You heard what the police said? You know how much car the man make crash coming down this way? The man licked down all that bike man, you know. And I seen a picture of a bike man would just get licked by a runway car. And I'm hoping that's not him because the youth broke up in the road, you know. So I'm hoping that's not him. This man don't even have shoes on his feet. You can't carry me go nowhere and you don't have shoes on your feet and you are my taxi driver. Me, I look for everything. I'm looking at the feet. Me, I look if your car registered and all these stuff. And the people are part of the problem too, again. Because if you know says a robot, and now me I got box full out of people's mouth because I'm going to tell people don't go into robot taxi. But we have to move forward as a people under a different type of a system. See? So if the taxi is not registered with the government, don't go in it. I'm sorry, but if you want to do robot taxi stuff, save up your money, go get your proper papers and put your car on the road as a taxi. Stop doing this illegal stuff and then when you see police, you run like this with me, my baby, them. People in the vehicle didn't have nothing. If that car went over the precipice, and y'all heard the gunshots, right? If that car went over the precipice, you were running from police for what? Because you doing something illegal, you're running a robot taxi, as we call it, and now you kill off what, 6, 7 of us in the vehicle for you? Nah, man. And we can't condone this stuff. We can't continue to condone this stuff. I've spoken to Jamaican people about this before, and me hear them talk about, boy, SouFLo, more time, the taxi them, we have them papers, them too expensive, yeah, man, them a charge, man, too much. And listen, for an extra $100, which is less than $1 US, or for an extra $200, which is like $2 US, or $1.50, my life is worth way more than that. I'm sure someone can spare that. Yes? The passion, though, with which they do their job, the good ones, it can be seen. And you see it in this video right here. So the cop is pretty worked up at the end. The man work up like a personal thing, and you hear him saying people life in the vehicle, brother. A people life in a vehicle, a people life here drive so well, you know. So if them people there never care about to them, would I just make that run go on and run it off of the road and kill everybody inside? They're trying to save people's lives, right? So stupid why he didn't just stop the damn car, because that's how they are. And this ain't the first one. We had another one last year that did the same thing, and we had them on video. Same damn thing. And take off when them see police are come. 80, 90, 100 miles per hour on some little road. You have a hill right here, so you can go into the mountain. And over there, so if you drop over there, it's the end. Those of you who come from Jamaica or who've been to Jamaica and drive on these roads, these rural roads, you know what they look like, right? You know you can't do them kind of driving on them, the road there. Ambitious hustler, big up yourself. Ambitious hustler said, John no SouFLo, the taxi boy there, forget some box, a waste man thing him do. Listen, you know. That's why I say, I tell people all the time, so this is Jamaica. I don't want to know too much, bring too much foreign thing. Yes, we can take some stuff from foreign to better us. But me love how certain things run, certain way. That's why when I hear people talk about, yeah, I'm down there, I'm speed, you know, and the police pull me over, right? And him said, give me a thing, I'm gonna let you go. I'm sliding my little thing, and then I'm gone, no ticket or nothing. So when you come back and tell everybody for? Me no business about that. And I'm not condoning any kind of extortion or anything, but them never put gun on you and give me money or nothing. You know what I say? Our thing run a different way and a so few thing work. Me like when camera turn off and them get some hard Ross box. Me like them thing there. Because that's what it takes for some of these people. Some of these people don't understand anything else. And I'm 2022. We're not making no excuses for no grown-ass people. Some of these people, they have no intentions of ever changing or ever being anything better. And then we take your life with them under their stupidness. So sometimes too hard easers will make a man change him whole life. Yes? John, but it's what the only thing that caught me there, and then there's kids and a baby in the vehicle. And this man don't even have shoes on and I rev out the car like this. You know, say the 2 gunshot them or the 3 gunshot them that him here because the people them get afraid, you know, and the people them start like climb up in a car, the people them say better pull over this, and they're in a hard place. Because them can't say grab him, because all him have to do is just steer the car so on. Everybody gone, you know. It's not like they're on a big, broad 8-lane highway and somebody can say grab him and it'll crash into a wall or hit another car. A gully you go, way down in some precipice you go. So they were between a rock and a hard place. They heard the gunshots and they got scared, right? Them think police are gonna fire in the vehicle. Even me, when I heard the first set of shots, I thought to myself, I know they're not firing into that vehicle because them don't know if people in there or not. I know they want the driver, but they weren't. And they do that in Jamaica all the time. They fire warning shots. They don't fire warning shots in the US. Me see a man, I get ready to chop up a next man, and actually already inflicted wounds on him and was about to finish up the thing. And me see a police put the gun on him like this now in the US. And this is why I commend them to the fullest, man. In the US, if police arrive on the scene and you doing this with a blade in your hand and somebody bleeding, raise that hand again if you think you bad. I bet you that's the last time you raise anything. They're killing you right there. They don't do leg shots. They don't try to shoot the weapon out your hand like some people. Them love kill too much. Why them never shoot him in them leg? Why them never do a warning shot? Why them never, they don't do none of that. They aim center mass and they hit the middle of your body up and you're dying right there unless you can survive bullets going through all your vital organs. In Jamaica, I've seen situations where I thought to myself, then shoot him now, because he needed to be shot. He needed to be shot. And the police goes up, aim the gun for the man and said, you don't hear me? Bow, bow, and like a 2 shot in the ear. And guess what happened? The man stopped. He dropped the machete. Now, I don't believe in warning shots, but it works for them. They save lives. They do everything other than kill you first. Them not just show up and just shoot you down. So there's always more to it, right? So big up to them, man. I honor them and I thank them. Because when me there Jamaica on the ground, me feel safe, you know. I'm not lie, I see enough of them still. And so run into them and thing and heal them up and thing, them heal me up and thing. And but big up to them. Big up to them, because if it wasn't for them, it looked like Wild Wild West already. If it wasn't for them, dog nyam will suffer. You hear me? All right. So Panda one day now. We're at 7:35. I I want to thank everybody that is leaving a little donation. Something it's not no little, it's big. All when it's $1, it's big. Thank you. I appreciate you greatly. Like, you know, the people that will cuss me out how you don't appear on time and you should have reached 1 million subscribers already. And family are hold you back and them not even give $1 ever. So I told the person I was going to break this down this morning for them. So Marcia Walters, I appreciate you greatly. Thank you. Who's that? Mr. Article Dan says you are amazing. I appreciate you, fam. Thank you so much. Check this out. This morning thoughts show right here. When I was running underground, walking medical facilities, taking my contracts, doing whatever, I kind of figured out how to talk to my audience in the mornings. I'm gonna say I know me when I get up to work early I'm on and so vibe with them on your way to work in the morning, right? Melchizedek, manners and respect. So this is how we start the morning thoughts. So I'm gonna talk to you on my way to work and then talk to you after I come home from work. That's how morning thoughts started. It was for people that wake up early to go work in the morning. Here's the truth about this. I can skip morning thoughts. If you want to talk about revenues and make money or whatever, I could skip morning thoughts completely. If I put 3 videos out on my channel for the day, they benefit me in financial ways and other ways way more than doing this morning thought show. I spend an hour and a half entertaining, talking, reasoning, vibing, bringing a vibe to you. I take vibes from you too. Don't get me wrong. I'm not one of them people that where I just me give. I know I'm taking vibes from you too because you're here and I appreciate you. But I'm saying, understand this. If I skip this, it doesn't hurt me to skip this. It'll hurt me to not put up my other videos. Go do the numbers and you will see. If I do a morning thoughts video and it gets 20,000 views in a 24-hour period, I want you to think about this. Think if he skips morning thoughts and put out 3 videos or 4 videos. Well, I mean, if you go back to school, it's about 3 videos, 3 videos or 4 videos for the day. And each one of those videos does 15, 20, 10. Let me go low. 10, 20, 15, 30. Add that up. You understand? So it's more beneficial for me to actually put videos out in pieces than to sit and do a whole show. The thing is, I love the show. I love the morning thought show and I love the people that come here because sense always there. I take from you just as you take from me. And we teach each other and we uplift each other early morning. It's a vibe, right? It's a vibe. So this is love. This is love. We even thought of making this a paid platform because YouTube gave us the right to do so now. Now we can make this paid. So when you click on here to upload this, to go live in the morning, I simply hit a button now, which wasn't there before, that says for subscribe or for members only. That's it. And we don't have to really argue with nobody. It's just if you're a member and you're paying your $5 a month fee or your $9.99 a month fee, however much it's going to cost, you'll be able to access the live every morning. And if you're not, then you weren't a supporter and you're not. And that's it, right? So big up on yourself, man. Manners and respect, same way. And you know, says all love. I don't like to get into the foolishness unless we can bring some sense to it. And we're going to move on to our next topic. Me don't know. I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. Lady Saw, I have so much respect for that lady because of her history and what she has done. But this is not becoming and it's not looking good. So let me pull this up real quick. Lady Saw, of course, I watched the entire live. If you didn't watch the live, then go over to Shakira's Fair channel, which is wifey. Go over to her channel. She has the complete live from beginning to end. I walked into the house. Me get the notification while I drive down the road, I grocery shop and these things. Me walk into the house and wifey was like, me and she look at each other like, yo, you see this? And she's like, yeah, I'm recording it the whole like back this up. So she have the entire thing on hers. If you don't understand what's going on, all right. The way how Spice addressed Lady Saw, she can't come back from that unless she's coming to refute everything that she said or rebuttal everything that she said. But Spice talked about stuff like they were friends, about how she was coming up under Lady Saw as in, you know, an understudy. somebody who a protege kind of thing and all that, and how she used to use and abuse her and all these things, and how she would get jealous when time she performed if she locked the show better than she did, or she get more forward than she did. Hey, when she come back to the house or come around her, she better walk like tread lightly and these things, right? How she was friends with her for 10 years. And for the 10 years, she kept asking her every year, please do a song with me, please do a song with me, forgive me a strength, a forward, because she was running the place at the time. And she said no, all them 10 years. Now, can you imagine that? A friend of you, to the music, your friend is Bossway gone, name big, is the person to beat, sits on the throne, and you are say, can I beg you a song now? But do a song with me, Faye? And she never did a song with her for the 10 years. That kind of said to me, say, you know, remember what I told y'all before? I said a lot of people will say they want to see you succeed, and a lot of people will pretend to support you succeeding. But remember this, most of them don't want you to be as big as, or way bigger than they are, or something like that. They'll look at you and be like, nah, y'all, I see it on my channel all the time. Nah, I might get too big now, let me stop viewing video them. I see people say, SouFlo, I'm unsubscribing because you said this. I'm like, you've been here for like 4, 5, 6 years. Yeah, unsubscribe because I said one thing. All right. I said, go on. Me not tell you not to leave. But just remember, I said every time you leave. And the funny thing is, every time they do that and that one person leave, within the space of that same month is over 1,000 new people subscribe to the channel. So when one leave, just send me 1,000. See? That's like when your heart's pure and you're not here to hurt and harm anybody. You know what I mean? I'm there to have my fun too. And we Caribbean people, that's how we do. We take funny thing, make joke, or serious thing, make joke. We laugh, we talk, but I always try to bring some sense, regardless. So if you want to leave, leave. You don't have to even tell me. I know some more people are gonna come. But for Spice, she said 10 years of friendship, even live at the woman yard, and she never did a song with her. All the beg she a beg. She said, you walk and come tell people about how me used to live at your yard and me did homeless. Yes, and me say from homelessness to greatness, because I was homeless. But guess what? I own houses now, not houses. That's a good look for Spice to come from out of all that. See, Spice says, you never thought I was gonna get so big, and that's the problem. That's the problem. I remember, I'm telling you, the debate was always on. See, I've been covering this for a long time. And for those of you who are new to this channel, if you go back and look, who will be the next queen of dancehall? Type that in. Who will be the next queen of dancehall? SouFLoTV, type that in. And you will see, I predicted before Lady Saw left the game and everything that Spice was going to be the next queen. And nobody couldn't beat that. See? So from then till now, is like, wow, to see this thing come full circle now. Here, man. Me just wish the Lady Saw would I just leave all this alone and just don't look over dancehall, period. Just left it. Because it's not making her look good. There's a singer out there, all the things them that Spice said on her live, me believe her. And she was up to the point and straight. Seeing, I believe her. Now a friendship breakup, I wasn't there. That's like taking sides when a relationship gets sour and man and woman fight and go them own way. Shakira over here, I telling her say I saw him stay. Me over here, so I say I no saw it go. People start text side. SouFlo subscribers text side with SouFlo. Some of them left gone with Shakira. All kind of something like that. The woman them gone with the woman there. The man them over here. So yeah, man, me know them woman they stay. So me don't want to get too deep into them thing. But I will say, and I love both of them. I love both of them. So, lick out my Bible. I lick out under me buckler show. I say, her preaching to me seems like more like cussing and chorword. And you know the preaching. Me gonna play a clip of the preaching. I'm gonna play a clip of the preaching. But first of all, shout out to Dancehall Mag for this. So, who in here remembers Patra? If you're not a baby, and you're from that era, if you remember Patra, right? Remember when Patra sang them did I run the place, right? Remember Patra boss were like right around the time Shamaran can get Grammy and all these things, right? She not preach, she'll be rude under style. Exactly. Like, that's what I get from it. I'm gonna play a clip of her preaching. I hear the piece of ceremony where she preached. You know, nothing like this, no sound, no godly, nothing to me. All right. She do need a fix up. I'm not cut and go around the thing or nothing. But listen to this real quick before we get into it. So Patra, I'm on a romantic call. I'm talking to my baby. That Patra there. Patra graced the Grammy stages already and do all these things. I mean, she went to the pinnacle of this thing. All right. Patra kind of fell out of the game. I mean, she went on to do other things in her life. Whatever. Lady Patra was hot. Yes, she was indeed Julie Chopper. But hear this. So during Lady Saw's rebuke and Shensia and Spice in a 3-hour long, me think we could have talked, 3-hour long ceremony last Sunday, Minister Marian Hall at one point turned the heat on Queen of the Pack, Patra, whom she claimed pirated her lyrics from as a ceremony. She preached, you know, and in this ceremony, she claimed that Patra pirated her lyrics and used them to voice one of her biggest hits, Romantic Call. I'm on a romantic call. Now, according to Patra, according to her, Lady Saw, or Minister Marian Hall, according to her, Patra stole her song, stole her lyrics. According to her, Patra was an example. Listen to this. Patra was an example of a lost soul who has failed miserably to make a comeback into music despite multiple attempts. And and this is her word, this is how she preached it. There was a woman by the name of Lady Patra. She said she was the queen of the pack. Remember, Sir Patra called herself queen of the pack. Shuffle it with me and in the pack. Right? She called herself queen of the pack. And a queen of the pack was actually one of her songs also. So according to Lady Sano in our ceremony, there was a woman by the name of Lady Patra. She said she was queen of the pack. She stole a song from me. I wrote the song when I was in Canada. I'm on a long distance call. I'm talking to my baby down a yard. And she stole it. I almost slapped her over one night at Sting for it. I preach this enough. This is what the former queen of the dancehall, who bore the name Lady Saw, said. But I leave her alone. When I look at her now, and that's the part that get me. When I look at her now, I see Chevelle praying for that woman all the time. And when I look, it's like she's lost. She's so lost, trying to come back so many times. Come back to what, Patra? Go to God. There is nothing for you to come back to. You go gain the world and lose your soul. I'm preaching that. Is that preaching? Now, this is the second time that Marian Hall or Lady Saw has spoken publicly about Patra, alleging that she stole the song. Apparently, she also said this in an interview in 2014 already. For sure, you say some long-standing beef and some belly she carry with. She said this already in 2014. That's how Mark find it. It was an interview with Imperial Hip Hop. She said, I was cool with her until she stole my song. It was originally called Long Distance Call. I wrote the song in Canada, and we used to hang by Castro Brown's studio. My first studio was New Name Music. Castro Brown was the producer. All of us females used to hang there, and there was a mango tree there, and I used to sit under it with my book. So I went to Canada. It was my first trip. I was dating somebody, so we were on the phone, you know, and that is how the song came about. And she teeth my song. I mean, nearly box her down feet. And now, and from 2014 till now, she still hold that belly there, but she's holding that belly from way back when the song get originally allegedly stolen. She couldn't even make Patra go on with the one hit. She just, I do the lady like this. When I came back to Jamaica, I heard her singing the song and didn't trouble that song till long after. She heard me singing the song and she didn't trouble it till long after because I recorded it for Diamond Rush Productions. And then I went away, came back to Jamaica again and did it. She did it with Yo-Yo. I almost slapped her for that, but I let it slide. Now, according to her, when she asked Patra, who is a Westmoreland native, she said Patra gave her some weak-ass excuse. She did also said that she was not yet famous and that she knew nothing about the copyright laws and stuff. So, me just make it dead right there, so. Now, so if you make it dead right there, so why we back with this again? You know? Using Patra as an example for a lost sheep, she went on to warn Spice and Shensia to break up their folly grounds and said that the Dolly singer was still far from stardom. Essentially, Shensia, she talking of, so Shensia is far from stardom. Shensia, I love you, you see. You're so beautiful, so innocent and beautiful, and it didn't take, and pure is what she had said. Actually, it didn't take that to get you where you are now because you're still nowhere. You're still nowhere, darling, dear. Nowhere is what it said. Just like that. You're still nowhere. You're still nowhere, darling, dear. Nowhere. You have good talent, but you don't have good writers. The writers ain't writing the songs that you need. Look at Bob Marley. I pray that I had sung some songs like those. It's like those songs last. Of course, people are going to drag Bob Marley in there to make a reference, but listen to me. There's only one Bob Marley. And when time Bob Marley did sing Bob Marley music, I know too much I don't know did I gravitate to Bob Marley. I'm more like white people from foreign did love off Bob Marley and these things, and then the rest I don't gravitated later on. Who don't like Bob Marley because him song them lasted, and he's now making a lot of money after his death, and his family, his offsprings live like royalty. So when him said, them I got tired for see me face, I just see 7 boy picnic with him face upon them, and his voice they carry, because every one of them, if you turn the lights off and them sing, you're going to say, that's Bob Marley. And I said, no, that's Junior Gog. I lie. Okay, this one is Bob Marley. No, that's Stephen. I lie. All right, I heard this one right here. That a rendition of One Love. That's got to be Bob Marley. He probably didn't release that one before. No, Kimani sing that over. Oh, they blood. Oh, yeah, tell me, say. So the whole of them sound like him. Yeah, man, 7 boy pick me, whole of them sound like him. And if you line them up and look on them, you see him for 7 times. And don't mention his girls, them. So everybody wants that legacy now. And now that Bob popular. But Bob was dirty Rasta boy with him nappy nasty hair and 40 leg in it and all that. To a lot of them coming up back in them time. But anyhow, even a young girl, her true talent don't need that. Look at Lauryn Hill. Yes, she said, she added that I didn't do it right. And she said that she did it wrong and she want to come back, come do it right. Anyhow, what's your name that enters the chat? Jada Kingdom enters the chat because you know Jada never answered before. Jada enters the chat. Jada says, let me see, it's 7:54 right now. We have time. Jada enters the chat. Jada said, fight it out. Come back, we fight it out. I fight if we fight it out. What Jada mean by that, fight it out, is you either leave this rotted all together and go stay over there, so, or take will come with it when you step over here, so, right? Fight it out. Come over here, so come fight it out. We can fight it out on a stage, or through music, or leave it alone and go about your business. And she's absolutely right, man. She's absolutely right. Look a clip. And of course, Shensia is in a whole different place right now. And for those of you who says that Shensia music ain't doing well, she's the first Jamaican artist again on Spotify to cross 1 million views in less than, or 1 million plays, streams in less than 24 hours, right? Spotify, that means our money lick our pocket, that's all. See? YouTube too. Money lick our pocket, that's all. But people, I don't know, people look at stuff like, me not like it, I me not like our image, I me not like all that, but them not understand. These are young people setting up longevity for themselves. Stuff, Life is a journey, right? You want to look back, but you want a storied past. So you can look back on it and say, remember one time we did? I remember like that, yeah, you the drunk and you drop off back way or something, and me have to come pick you. You remember them thing? And you don't live like that no more. You don't do them something no more, but you set yourself while you were doing all those things. It was like struggling, but it was a beautiful struggle. And now we're older and we calm and we wiser kind of thing. And we don't have to struggle no more because our money set. Right? We've invested, diversified our portfolio. We've invested in here, there, and this and that, and we're good. We kids them good, and they're good for generations to come. That's the long-term look of how I look at these ladies and what they're doing. So I'm not to knock them too much. All I've said before in the past, though, is cool out with the pum pum song them. Because every female that comes out, a pum pum song come out first. But I talk to the brother them too. And I say cool out with the gun thing. Because every new artist that come out is a head bosser, is Mara fly pan wall, is this. So I'm not paying no attention to none of them because I'm expecting the same thing from all of them. But other than that, I've also always maintained that if their bills are due, them can't call me. And I understand that there's a market for what they do, even if I'm saying I'm tired of it. Enough people out there not tired of it. It pays the bills for them. Not only pays the bills, it put money in at the bank for tomorrow for them. And not one of who is talking on social media is going to be like, yeah, man, me write you a check and send you a little something for pay the light bill. No, Spice would have to sit down in the darkness. Shensi, a fridge would have empty. Yeah, Jada Kingdom couldn't even afford MaxiPad when period come and all that. If them did have to depend on these mouth people who call themselves supporters or haters. So with that said, I'm going to look on this thing real quick and check out Lily Saw's preaching. I don't think the preaching was reaching. I think the preaching was whack. It does sound like she had throw a word. It does sound like this is not what she should be doing, kind of thing. Let me see if I fight this. Even the way she preaches like she want to fight you. Even the way she preaches like she want to fight you. And listen to me. Go back and look at my video when Lady Saw first get baptized when me did say. You see, the thing about YouTube and doing these videos is if you don't take down your videos, time will make you backtrack and you better can't stand on your word. I stand strong. I'm proud to say I could stand on my word because I said it back then. I said, listen, if the God that you serve is so great and mighty, I want you to give back everything that you earned through the sinful life that you talk about. Because ill-gotten gains. If I sold cocaine and heroin and I got my money from that, and now me say I'm turning my life over to the Lord, I think the right thing to do is to donate that money back to a community somewhere or to people that my work has damaged so I could get rich. Walk with me. And then trust in my God to get me some money and put me on a level without having to go through all that. No, they don't empty their bank account and give the money back. They don't give back the nice cars and they don't give back the big house. Them just transition with. So they're no different than those who start off in a certain kind of manner and then wash your money clean. Wash your money clean and, come back now holier than thou art. So from morning, the smoke screen did that, but I was seeing through it. So to see all this come out now. Now here, ladies, are preacher.
Don't get it.
Wait.
To the legions of the angels that Jesus had. For the devil, you need to deliver the word. You need to go back to your master. I said, Master, she not all up. Master, she too bad. She better than when she did in the dance hall. Master, we can't test her. We can't test her. And you know, Master, you try to draw her out. But we don't think it's a good idea. Because if she come out here, she tear out everything, rip up everything. She will come in there, and she will come in, and she will trip me, and while she coming in, and she will come in there with her Holy Ghost and lick down demon, mash up some things, tear up something, and send the devil back to hell. Don't draw her out. Don't draw her out. She too bad. She not afraid of nobody. Don't pull her. Don't pull her because she not turn back. Don't not to get it twisted. Demon boy, demon girl, don't get it twisted. Me want it dead or alive by the devil already. So no matter how much legions you come with, me have access to the legions of the angels that Jesus has. I for the devil. You need to deliver the word. You need to go back to your master. I said,
I play this here for a couple of reasons. I play this here for one, to come me go over and lay this preaching thing go look. See? Me say the numbers ain't so great. So for those of you who want to support her, because I didn't know she was out there preaching, I lay this out. She'll try and make a difference in her own life at least. Maybe now or because she's frustrated because the numbers ain't coming in fast enough or whatever. If that is your style of preaching, then you now know that she's out there doing her preaching thing and you can go find her. I found her, Minister Marian Hall, on them have so much up nowadays on Facebook. Minister Marian Hall on Facebook. You can find her there. So if you want access them kind of preaching there. For me personally, me no want no preacher preach to me like that. I'm sorry, and that ain't the kind of preaching. That preaching that look like say somebody want fight in there. Yo, hey girl, me not afraid of no blood clot girl in there. The only thing is she ain't putting in the curse words. You know, you ever see some market woman when them pick up them dress and whoa and when they pick up them dress and whoa and lick out and me bumbo clot and rain. That right there would and this is my personal opinion again. That right there would make me kind of like move from front row to the next row to the next row till me reach the back row. We're close to the door and shut it out of the church there and never go back. Yeah, that right there would make me see the ceremony preach once and a little piece there alone and me cut, because obviously that is an answer to what is going on. But the thing about it is she started it. She started it. You can't fling rock stone after people and then come out and talk about them a fling rock stone off of me. I'm not afraid of none of them, you know. Cause me tear up the whole of them blood clot, you know. And it's self-defense. But you fling a rock stone them first, mama. You fling you fling a rock stone them first. So your God couldn't tell you enough to provoke people. Your God is an all-seeing, all-knowing God. Your God must know the spice that will answer you like that. So if your God you really care about it, then your God should have said, hello, lay down in my bed this morning, don't get up. You feel away. Stay there. Meditate on me. Yes. You want to go in front of the camera, go talk about don't do it. Don't do it. I know them. I know them. Mama saw a gangster. Yeah. Just remember, say, I know you alone a gangster, though, you know. When them did I make gun, them never make just mine. So me behave myself when me go a road. Although me have a thing for me. You understand? So you have to remember them thing there. I know you alone gangster. I know you alone God check for. And that was one of the realest stuff that Spice said. You know, when I was getting ready to go on a deployment one time, I come back to New York first, flew in from Germany to New York before going off to Iraq. And I take a taxi from Brooklyn, go to the LaGuardia airport. And the taxi driver was an African man. And here taxi driver, him say, come here, have my duffel bag and everything, you know, come on, everybody know, say, yo, man, change. This are the same dreadlocks youth from the block with the long dreads, them hair cut high and tight now. I'm in uniform now. I'm changed my whole life. I'm different. I'm proud of what me I do. The driver said, are you going over to Iraq? I said, yes. He says, oh, you wear the blue card. You are infantry now. I said, yes, earned it. He said, so you know what they do? I said, yeah, I'm fresh out. So I'm fresh out of basic, you know, and just reach me unit and them thing there. Boomy and young and ready to go. The man said, remember that the same God that you pray to is the same God that protects them also. I can't tell you, say I had a good deployment because the whole time that one, sometimes people say something to you and them say it in a one short sentence and that thing hit you harder than if somebody punched you or if somebody read a whole book to you or play one whole long video. The man said, remember that said, the God where you pray to are the same God that watch over them as well and answer for them prayer to as well. And I said, Bumbo clot, me in trouble now. Because I was under the impression, I don't know why, that for them got different. I'm going to show them something different. And we, yeah, okay. And that's one of the biggest things about us and our people them who turn on go church and everything. They swear they're the only ones that have access to God. They swear that God protect them alone. You know? It don't work like that. And I want them to understand that it don't work like that. Now Spicy over there talk about when she ready to change her life and she go to church, I bet me win more souls than you. Come and see you out here preach and minister to nobody. You're there on the internet. You're there in the road. You're there build your church. You're there talk to people and save souls. Go where the troubled people are and get them and save them and all these things. And I bet so when time me move, watch and see if my people them not move with me. Them have to go come. At least some of them have to go come and all these other things. She ended that live by saying though, Minister Marianne Hall is putting out some new projects. Look out for her gospel album. Look out for her whatever else she's putting out there and go and support it. Me not tell nobody not to support it. And I thought, yo, that was big of her. After she clarified, I said all what she said. That was big of her to still say, yo, go tell people to go support it. That's why me I tell Uno say, if that is your thing, because I don't expect everybody that come here to agree with me. If that the kind of preaching they are here or something, I mean, tear up one of them, bumbo clot. I mean, I'm gonna say, imagine if she did slip and say bumbo clot in there, she would have edited the video, but I did live, so she couldn't take it down. So you have to make sure that she said the word there. But me not like the way all ladies are preach stars, like she might as well say the bumbo clot and all the rest of everything else. Only call me by belief. How suck out under my Genesis to Revelation. What? Something else right in there, granny. Me now come back to that church. Only out me by belief. You know damn well what. Oi! If they tie me up in here. Listen now. We're a festive set of people, you know. we ever keep it, you know. We're the party mode 24/7, you know. Our Caribbean people, man. Especially the Jamaican people, them well festive. But anyway, it's the Caribbean people. That is where I want to be. Now I'm telling you, that is where I want to be because you're born to laugh. You're born to laugh. You have to take serious thing, make joke. All I said though, in all, is all in all, me no wish nobody to lay this off. Me just not like how she look right now. And she's proving everything that we have been saying. We meaning me and the people who agree with me. The people realize after a while, right? I think she had an exit strategy from dancehall. Like you can't only if the man left and my pussy. You can only do that song for so long until it gets creepy because nobody wants to see you at a certain age say certain things. All the wild people them still no want to hear you neither. See? So from when you sing Panda one tun there, all right, tell us something different. No, she realized that she's aging out and she have to get her exit strategy. What better way to go than to church? And she probably thought, I'm Lady Saw, so I can move this crowd with me and carry them to church with me and still collect them money because what? We in a dance hall, but we still in a church too. Don't? So we give money to dance hall, but we do tithes and offering at church too. So she try to figure out like a way of it to pipeline the money over to, you know? And it's like the thing didn't work. At first, I thought it was a beautiful strategy, a retirement plan. You know, you want to make some song as a musician where you can get on the stage at Bob Andy and Dean Frazier and you know them people like Taurus Riley father, Jimmy Riley before him passed away, and all these. You want to make songs that when you reach 60 and you Judy Mowat and these people, when you reach 60 and you get on the stage and you sing the song them, nobody don't think that's creepy as hell. You know, your song still carry still carry weight and you still look good at sing it. I think Lady Saw kind of figured like how to exit dancehall but keep the fame and the money and all that. And I questioned it from the beginning. I was saying, how the hell you go from a dancehall artist to bishop or to appointed and anointed, and like that don't make no sense to me. That where's your trial and errors? Where's your schooling in this and your that and the other? All the long list of requirements that's required to be. When did you get ordained and all these things? And who did the ordination? Me no know. But it was all confusing to me, and it just seemed like it was a money plot and an exit plan. And boy, it looked like she's either drumming up publicity for a new project or she want to come back over dance outside because nothing not too going over there. So with the church thing. Lady saw Marianne Hall, Minister Marianne Hall, she can be very successful if she wants to be in a church way. Because I know there are enough people that are going to follow her to church. Right now, if she get a congregation, start a church. You live in Florida, right? Miami or something like that. Rent out a space, start a church. That's Lady Saw Church. I bet you say that church they're full every Sunday and grow from there, right? They will like your style of preaching because they like your style of dancehall music too. Chat to me back on all these things. All right. Oh, this Crystal G, big up yourself and thank you. I appreciate you so much. Crystal G says, can't we see that all this is a distraction? Last week we were focused on crime and government and corruption, and this week our focus is on this foolishness. Andrew, I laugh. Crystal G, I hear you, right? But check this out. We can focus on more than one thing at once. Get that part. We can focus on more than one thing at once. Don't tell me that you expect us to just talk about crime and violence all the damn time, because I'm sure that's not what you do. You don't wake up every day and eat rice and curry chicken every day. Every day. After a while, even if it's your favorite meal, let's get that. I can't. You know, want to see it again. You know. So we diversify. We could talk about other things, mama. It ain't no big deal. I mean, I said, mama, and I hope you're a woman, because some of the man depend you with woman name, or yeah, use your girl account to try to see if you can catch a side man, or all these things. I mean, they are talk about, yeah, sexy lady and beautiful woman and mama. I never say sexy nothing. My wife, right, this one, she is not the one to play with neither. So, I know that me that said. But you know what I said. I don't want to style up no man as no woman. And stop talk so flow and move right along. That is what I will do right now. It's 15. We have 15 minutes left. So, close out that segment then. Jada Kingdom said, make we fight about it. Spice well address the issue. Let's put it this way. We're not gonna say she right her off or nothing, but she kind of did still. But she well addressed the issue. And let me see. Lady Saw ceremony is not for me. I can honestly say it's not for me. Unless me want to leave there cross, miserable and angry like bounty killer, go look for me hammer and start hammer somebody in the name of Jesus. But that kind of preaching there is not for me. See? I big up to the woman them same way. And I'm a supporter of all of them. So, hey, all right. Lady Saw still make money off of dancehall, you know. Don't think her music went out into the world and she's rejecting all her residual checks that are coming in now. All right. There's something that's called copyrights, and then there's something that's called, what them call it again? When them get them residual check after whatever. You think she'll turn when none of them check them now? When the song, if the man left, my pussy fall, when the song they sell a bunch of records over in Europe, and she'll get that check there in European dollars or pounds. You think she turned it around? I don't want that check. I understand I wrote the song, but it was a different part of my life. And I don't speak like that anymore, so I don't want any of the proceeds from those royalties. Thank you. Thank you, family. I don't want those monies. Send them back to the devil. Amen. Hallelujah. My God will provide. I know, so I go. She still have to spend the same money. So even if me I support her dancehall music, I'm still supporting her. All right? Because somebody are going to say, so Flo, you don't support her because you just said you don't support her preaching. That preaching there enough for me. But the dancehall is something me deal with. See? So, yeah. All right. Moving right along. Let's take this last 15 minutes to talk about two topics. We're going to run through them quickly. 7 for one and 7 for another. Let's roll by Rihanna real quick. So Riri is pregnant. So I've seen somebody in here saying, yes, she is not. Yes, royalties, publishing, and all that. Thank y'all. I've seen somebody saying that Rihanna was, let me say something. I remember when black women were jumping out their skin in the comment section when Rihanna was dating some heir to a billionaire throne in Saudi Arabia or something like that. He's from the Middle East. One of them people that were weird something them and you know the long something and everything chic up and that. Remember when she was dating him, Hassan something, I don't know what his name is. Yes, girl, it's time for us to make a change and see that people outside can love us better than these black men because they just not doing us right and all these. Boy, Riri looking hot with her new man and him look good to me. I have to go get me one Middle Eastern man and all these things. I'm telling you what had got me so ticked off while I was watching that. I'm on WhatsApp and I'm seeing a bunch of Africans, right, who came across as refugees pan raft, enough of them dead out at sea. Them a group of them, about 50 of them crabbing around a little tiny space. Them strip the man them down naked. Them have them genitalias and they have them tied up. And they have these same man there. They have these big plastic bag and stuff, crush it together, light it, and then the plastic start drip like this, and they holding it over each one of them penis, and the man them are balling there now. And this was recently while she was gallivanting with this dude. So I'm saying, and here are a bunch of black women who are like, yes, girl, because you know them superstars, they have powers. A lot of people follow them and think, yeah, she get a white man, I want a white man too. All right, she got black now, me I got black now too. Ooh, she went Middle Eastern. Let's go try some Middle Eastern, Mediterranean, something, wherever. I was feeling some type of way about that. You know, I'm like, them people ain't like we. And them would have never pick a regular black woman. Them even slut out our most accomplished. See? Just for sure, we say, y'all don't matter. And I wouldn't go with one of the regular one to use. I don't care about y'all like that. I could go, and I have a pick of the litter when it comes to y'all, because I go right to the top. Rihanna is worth $1.7 billion with a B in a US dollars this year, 2022. All right, Forbes list just come off. 1.7 billion with a B. And an Arab dude could say, I ran through that. Fun time, plaything. I didn't want her. My family would never accept me marrying her. I don't care what her credentials are out in the world. And see that? The relationship done. Can I tell you so when the relationship done, champagne bottle and popping up and the low and roll up a big. I was like, yeah. She coming back. And then she find ASAP Rocky and I was like, damn. This ain't it either. You know? When she found ASAP, I was like, damn. This ain't it, Ree. This is not it. It's like you went from bad to Sarah. You know, but then I was like trying to support it because I'm like, yo, this is black love and all this kind of stuff, you know, trying to support it. I remember if I see her with ASAP, that I see her with, but then I went and did a research. 10 years. ASAP Rocky been working on this. 10 years. She left when she wanted to. She says, I feel like I want to go explore and, you know, I got my own money. I don't need nothing from you. I want to go. And them say, all right, got to move on. So she went and she explored and, you know, them say, if it's yours, then let it go. And if it comes back, then it was meant to be. If it doesn't come back, then it wasn't. You didn't have a white woman. Okay, Mona Lisa, so what? Me have a white woman before, so what? What y'all try to say? Listen, So she came back and she ended up back with him. This is a 10-year thing. They've been doing this for 10 years, a decade. She and ASAP. So at the end of the day, ASAP ain't no scrub. He just off Forbes list, 10.5 million is his net worth. So the brother got his own money. You know what I'm saying? But for his money now, that could be like dinner money and buy her flowers money and stuff like that compared to her money, which is $1.7 billion. Either way, this child is coming into a situation where even if the parents don't stay together, the child is financially secured. See? And not only that, you're not gonna hear no, I need help with my children from Rihanna. She's well secured in her way. And she set up her life like that. Like she had to get herself to a certain place first, and she said it before in another interview that she wanted about 3 or 4 kids. So she's going to have more babies. So big up to her and ASAP Rock, and that's the ASAP Rocky, and that's all I have to say about them. I think it's gonna be a beautiful baby because they're both good-looking people, and then from there, one more. They were friends first before they got together. That boy been working on that for a whole decade. All right. Anybody that's faithful deserve a reward. Like his reward. Anybody that's faithful deserve a reward. He been working on that for a whole decade. A decade. Yo, give me some. Yeah, man, give you some. I will start talking and stuff, and you'll get some. I know you're like, yo, son. You telling your friends, yo, son. I didn't think I want kids, but I definitely want kids now, son. Listen, I'm trying to breed Shorty, but Shorty don't want to get pregnant. Shorty on them things. She got a thing in her arm, or she taking the pills. She doing something because I'm like hitting blanks and stuff. You know what I mean? She went to Drake. She done went to Chris Brown. You see, she went to the Middle East. She came back. We still hitting, but she still ain't coming up. You know what I mean? 10 years. The man sit down and talk and beg. Finally say, yo, babe, we in the right place right now. You good? Your Fenty and Savage X Fenty stuff is jumping off the shelves. Your net worth just came in at 1.7 billion. I'm now worth 10.5 mil myself. We doing good. You don't want to have a baby for me? I'll catch her at the right time. Ask 100,000 times until she say yes. And she say yes, finally. So I see Belly there show. Rihanna is pregnant. Big things are going. I didn't know that she wasn't from, that her people weren't originally from Barbados, though. I thought they were. She's from Barbados, I think. I'm pretty sure she was born in Barbados and raised there. Not sure? No. Can't be. Because how our people... Boy, I don't know how it works. Maybe them have her in Barbados, but her parents were immigrants, and like how some were born in Guyana. Yeah, that's what she said. She said they were immigrants, and them used to, she said, door get kicked in and people get dragged with because they didn't have the right papers and they were there illegally. Rihanna is Bajan. Her mother is Guyanese. Okay. She's pretty though. That baby I got beautiful. Barbados, Rihanna done with music. I don't think she done with music, man. I think when she comes again to do the music, it's gonna be on a whole different level. Some level we never seen. Some level we seen when Michael Jackson was in it. Remember one time Michael Jackson used to come out and he'll just stand on the stage. Mike didn't even have to do nothing. He just stand on the stage. And them drop 2 keys from the piano. Pam, pam. The light them flash 2 times. Whole white woman them faint. Worse when Mike goes to a wipe, little sweat and flick it. Them swear said the sweat lick them. They used to faint and have to be carried out. All if him go up on the edge of the stage and go single out somebody for sing to. It's not use me. You feel look like I feel the girl. I joke she make. She dropped down enough for real. Them have to pick her up. I think Rihanna stuff is gonna be like on a whole next level with the music thing once she comes back, because she does it. She does it big with the music. She did just want to establish some other things first and then come back. So I'm looking forward to new music from her as well. I'm also looking forward to collaborations between her and ASAP, because They kind of remind me of like when name again? Jay-Z and Beyonce. This is like a younger couple, Jay-Z, Beyonce. And don't forget, Rihanna is coming up under Jay-Z's tutelage. You notice how Jay-Z steered her into prosperity and wealth? I mean, 1.7 billion, and she hit the billionaire list when he hit the billionaire list. You see it? So they kind of remind me of like them too there. Our last 5 minutes, we have to come off of that and rush it real quick. And the reason I'm rushing this part and left it for last is because I'm just gonna say what me have to say and no really no discussion to it. So nationwide released a article, and the article and the statement, the headline, it says that Lord ladies are still a preach for me something. The headline says that you know, the Right Honorable Andrew Holness has now said outright, no talking, no conversation, and I'm done talk. So we're talking about sovereignty being granted to the Maroon people in Accompong in Jamaica, right? And of course, there are lots of Jamaicans that are saying, I stand with the Prime Ministers, one Jamaica. We don't want nobody else in here. I think so them different from we, and them rule for them section and we rule for we section. It can't happen. We don't want it. We don't want a divided Jamaica. We want a one Jamaica, but no mining in cockpit country. So they don't want to stand with the Maroons, right? But they don't want mining in cockpit country. Now here's the catch-22. And I might be wrong. And I'm sure somebody is going to correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not too big to take correction, but let's walk with me. I think the sovereignty of the Maroons are tied to the saving of cockpit country. You understand? Because if the people are granted sovereignty, then the land on which they reside becomes protected land. And if it's protected land, then there's no drilling to be done there. I mean, I don't care who want to talk about them can drill from Yasso to Yasso and Deso to Yasso and on the outskirts and edges of. They're already on the outskirts and edges of. People are already complaining about environmental issues in that area for the people that live there. Inside of them house full of red dirt, and no matter how them close the window and all this, still the people that develop respiratory issues and all these things in that area there because they're encroaching upon. Somebody sent me to go watch a documentary that was done by Vice, and I watched it, and I'm along those lines to say we're not gonna have a choice. But anyways, what I want to know at the moment is what is Chief Curry's and the Maroons' plan of action from now? Because you know, I think Andrew Holness held a meeting the other day and invited delegates or people from the Maroon board, such a thing, but Curry was not invited, right? And everybody was like, wow. It's like they have a personal thing against each other. Curry was not invited, so there was no sit down. And we were saying, listen, they need to sit down and talk this out. Because if they don't, where does it go from there? I see Curry put out a message. The message said, you need to respect us, the Maroons, and our history and whatever. Okay, that's talk. What are you going to do? Because now Andrew has said he don't even want a conversation at a table about it. There's no sit down to talk about none of this. It is what it is, and it's going to stay that way on my watch. Where do they go from there? But again, it is my thought that the sovereignty of those people is linked to the saving of cockpit country. And if them can be granted sovereignty, they can very well be moved in the future. And if they're moved, drilling and everything else can go on, exploring, sell it to who want it, to dig it out, and everything else like that could happen, which is probably going to happen sometime in the future. So on the lookout for that. All right. Here we are. It's 8:30 on the dot. A very festive morning. Thanks to all who turned out. And I'll catch y'all tomorrow morning right here again. All right. So we're gonna do it from 7 to 8:30. But 6 o'clock, people, I tried, but I can't. But I'm at this late till late night, and me have kids and all these things, so me have to, them kind of something there. But here we are. Hi, Shug. Come here, mommy. Come here, mommy. Come, daddy. Come, daddy. Come to your daddy. Come give me love up. Come give me love up. And I love to show her off. Hey, when my wife do her hair, look, me love her hair when she get her hair done, you see. Look like one little princess. Not true? My little royal princess. So it's because of this right here. And I got to go. All right. Big up on yourself, man. Manners and respect to each and every one of you. And tomorrow morning, we'll be right here again. And I'll let you down for the rest of the week. Even if I have to come talk foolishness to you, then I'll be here. All right. So tomorrow morning, be right here again, where I will organize the topics and we will go through them and have our next festive morning. Have a blessed day. Take care of each other. More importantly, take care of yourself. Self-love, best love. Don't it? One love. Peace. Say bye-bye. Give them bye-bye. Oh, you looking at yourself, so. You stare by yourself, mommy. Oh, she's staring at herself. She on the daddy. I love you. You want my glasses? Take it. Take it on. You want to put it on? Oh, Milani. You gonna show them daddy glasses? Oh, Milani. Let me fix it for you. Hold up. Wait. See? You showing them your glasses, mommy? All right, tell the people I'm bye. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Peace. Babe, you ready? Not really.